That's all I ask, like. Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Detroit Lions. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Jacobs, and he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jacobs now, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
2-yard line.
Going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
It's 4th down.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. It's a 39-yard punt, 3 on the return, and the Lions will take over. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibbs got his man there, complete to Gallup.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Gibbs got a man. It's Gibson complete. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st down, Gibbs almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Gibbs eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Off play action. Gibbs being chased out left. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 15-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up on the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
That'll throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Bridgewater to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
On third down, Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and that will come the offense as they take over.
Their own 36-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. A dime look defensively for the Raiders on 3rd down.
Yeah, you're right. 2 extra DBs out there. Now it's Swift. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll try and run for it. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Bridgewater on 1st down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here. As that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. First down throw for Bridgewater.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a first and goal just inside the 5. Here's Jacobs. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up
second down and goal. Bridgewater. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
To number 11.
Henry Ruggs. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. Then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. And a give this time to the tailback. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Antonio Gibson.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 1 yard is the gain. And the Lions are going to have a first.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore, you know.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Here's Hunter. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
To throw on 2nd down. Gibbs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 16. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
16-yard.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Flush to his right. And in the air, now it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. He went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32.
A 57-yard gain.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll run on first down. Jacobs. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Waller taking it in over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 21-yard line.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw is incomplete. Gerald Everett is tight end, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
He got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense, because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interceptions, you got to put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. Under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Bridgewater. And it's caught inside the 10. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. From the gun, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Gibbs is going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They go play action. Bridgewater. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off here the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, It's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They run the counter. Gibson. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gibbs flushed out right. That one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man open, that's Damian Ratley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the...
Good for a Lions. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And inside the
opportunity to pick up a first down before they have to start their downs over again.
They run the counter. Gibson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And he's going to be close to a first down as he gets this to the Raiders' 21. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call.
The 6-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Gallup, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And this one through the uprights and good.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Now look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
Makes the score Raiders 17, Lions 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Down. It's Gibson, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything. Change it up because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean you can't come back to what you thought you could get done. Sometimes when you open things up a little bit, you can get back to what you wanted to do before.
He's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. I don't know how well our microphones are picking it up for those of you at home, but Charles, you and I can hear it. A lot of groans right now coming from this crowd.
I don't know if we're picking up what's happening in the stadium or from the people who are supporting this team at home, because it's coming through loud and clear to you and me. This offense, they've been stuck in neutral much of the game. And on that last play, they actually went in reverse. I just thought it would have gone neutral, don't you?
Yeah, neutral would have strongly been preferred. They'll take anything positive at this point.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. This is taken at the 18. Officially just 27 yards here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. To throw is Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 26.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now with a game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Back to throw. Gibbs. On the right side here, and that's complete. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Running is Swift. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by David Long.
It's sad they pay me. I do this for free.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what? If you're a fantasy owner and you have that defense, you just had a big, big game, didn't you?
And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. 21-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
To throw on second down. Gibbs, flush to his right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Looking to throw on second down. Gibbs escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Dancing to his left. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Here's Swift. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Gibbs. That's caught. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Brings up 3rd down.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he will have a 1st down as they get into the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
His afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. It hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
On 1st down, it's Jacobs. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Ball carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
1st down, Las Vegas.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. The Lions will use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock, and this is 2nd and less than a yard. Throwing here, Bridgewater. Reception here by Ruggs. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
2nd and 9 at the 34-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry Ruggs, 34 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside deal. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. To throw on 2nd down. Gibbs. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. scene. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off.